Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see, the Judicials. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Judicials offense will get the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off a defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Rebels decide to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll run this play from the pistol. A designed run for the quarterback. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll go to the sneak. And the Judicials come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
The Judicials now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this one will be touched and down at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. He's got it. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Rebels are flying down the field. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's got him. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. On first down from the 13-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vegas.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. To the air on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to go come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Judicials will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Judicials can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. The short hands, it's Matthews. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nakua. Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNLV.
Now, for starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Washington State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the fullback. Makes his man miss. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Judicials will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's York. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Judicials moving quickly to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. Heaves it on the run. And he's got it inside the 25. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Slides away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Judicial.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Judicials in the hurry up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to try to get it himself. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He's looking to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
The Judicials will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Nakua. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Rebels send out the punt unit.
4th down.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle, it's O'Neal. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll run the sneak for it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws. You've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
And the Judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quarterback keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Judicials line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. On the run, it's stuffed. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's stuffed. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that is another 1st down.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wake Forest is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Purdue. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd down try for the offense. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Schwartz. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Offense working from the pistol. Gives it to the back on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fights off the defender. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Has to get there to move the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. 2nd down, he'll throw it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Duff. Shakes off the defender. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams.